Hello everyone and welcome back to more Fruit of Grisaia. In the last episode, Makina and Sachi were here. We were both kind of really exhausted because we were kind of putting a little bit of a strain on them physically. I'm doing kind of extreme workout, you might say, a lot of running, and well, me and Sachi ended up basically kind of going through all the different maid outfits she has. She has a wide variety of them for various uses. But now we ask the most important question of all, the question that's been burning in the back of our minds since the very beginning. Is Mihama Academy a normal school? Well, we know it's not a normal school, but what's its purpose? Why are we here? We're about to find out, I think. うん
なんて答えにくいことを聞くんだよ、パパ。
Well, if the question was awkward, I guess the answer is clear enough.
こういった表現が正しいのかどうかはわかりませんが、私たちが普通に通えている時点でもう普通からは大きく逸脱しているような気もします。
そもそも普通の子は入学してこないのよさ。
So you're actually where you're not normal.
そりゃそうよ。それに私が普通の子じゃないからパパはパパになってくれたんでしょ。
No comment. I guess you might be right about that one. It's largely because of Makina's overwhelming "this kid's helpless" aura that I developed my initial interest in her. The more we talked, the more I realized just how badly she needed someone to set her straight. And in time, her sheer cheerful obliviousness inspired an uneasy variety of protective feelings. What's this girl going to do without me around? Didn't exactly have myself down as the nurturing type, but maybe, just maybe, the way I've defended the nation, beaten into my bones, is part of the reason I felt the need to protest this carefree, airheaded creature. But that doesn't mean you can just sit back and rely on me. True safety is only possible through accurate situational awareness, moderate caution, and readiness to defend yourself when push comes to shove. Sure, plenty of people sit back and take the protection of others for granted. Easy enough to become a spectator to your own life, throwing tomatoes and booing when things go wrong. But we're going to take a different approach, okay? While protecting you, I'll shape you into a woman with the skill and confidence to solve even the most difficult problems on your own. No whining. If you want to call yourself my daughter, then you're going to become the best of the best. Bear in mind that your failure is my shame. Do I make myself crystal clear? If you understand, then respond. Alright then, let's start with 30 sit-ups. Ranger Kamini, you are Ranger Isuru's buddy, a sister.
Ranger!
After spreading out a mat on the ground, Makina plunks herself down on her back and bends her knees. Sachi quickly kneels down to hold her ankles steady. Her eyes burning with determination, the girl links her hands behind her head and attempts her first sit-up. But... despite several seconds of intense effort, she only succeeds in wriggling around on the ground impotently. Eventually, the girl releases her head and reaches both trembling arms straight out towards Sachi, but this too proves ineffective at getting her upper body off the ground.
しっかりまだ一回もできてないよ。
What's all this then? Or are my instructions unclear? I didn't tell you to practice your telekinesis, did I? Let's see a goddamn sit-up already. Show me what you got.
1ミリも動いてませんね。それに今、ブゴって言いました。
Don't really care about that, but Makina, you can't even manage a single sit-up? Guess I shouldn't be surprised. But seriously.
現代っ子なんてこんなものなのよさ。
That really how it is?
自分はできるでありますよ。
Oh, can you? In that case, let's have you show us how it's done, Makina. Switch places with Sachi. After a little more squirming around, Makina pushes herself up off the ground and switches places with Sachi.
何回ぐらいやればよろしいでありますか?
How about 30 for starters? Shout hoo-ah from the pit of your stomach on the way up. Helps focus your body on working the abdominal muscle.
わかりました。では始めるであります。レン
Oh. Sachi repeats her steps with the remarkably regular rhythm of a wind-up toy. It'd be insulting if you compare this effort to Makina's, but even by more general standards, it's quite the respectable pace for a young woman. Keep this up for about 300 reps, and she'd be right up there with your average MAC girl. Sorry, WAC girl. Women's Army Corps. Female members of the JSDF. Okay. But my admiration proves short-lived. After passing 20, Sachi's pace begins to slow precipitously. What's wrong? We're out of momentum already? Some maid you are. Is that all your devotion to your master amounts to? Don't you disillusion me. Show some guts, damn it. As my beast rains down from above, Sachi bites her lower lip fiercely.
Sucked up, beast up.
Whoa, okay. Language, Missy. You know, you're a Jap yourself, you know.
それにビッチは甘ねえなのよさ。
Okay, that does it. Go, Mana gave you a nice hard punch on the double.
なんでだよ。
Because of the way you're acting. Is this girl under the impression that the term bitch means something along the lines of sexy and cool? Probably.
30回終わりました。レンジャー。
Alright. Not exactly in your salary, but a respectable effort. At the very least, it's 30 better than a certain doughy little pastry-faced managed.
ひでえ言われようだな。
Why are you laughing? You do understand I'm talking about you, right? I knew that most of our students were indoor types, but to be honest, I hadn't imagined things would be quite this awful. Not that I'm planning to start running my mouth about how soft kids are these days, but especially considering I'm still in that category myself, but...
マキちゃんの場合、入院生活が長かったこともありますし、まずは人並みの体力を取り戻すところから始めるのがよろしいかと。
You have a point. In that case, I guess strengthening the cardiovascular system comes first.
おう、任せろ。こう見えてもハートが強いってよく言われるのよさ。
I think they're probably just trying to find a nice way to say completely brazen, but whatever. Well, anyway, let's go with some of the light cardio. No reason to stress those flimsy little joints, so I'm thinking biking would be the best choice. Of course, I don't plan to have the girl push herself up between two desks and pedal the empty air, so we're gonna need an appropriate bike.
自転車でしたら私が持ってますよ。
Is it small enough for Makina to use as well?
はい、ミニベロと呼ばれる小径車なので、マキちゃんでも大丈夫かと。折りたたみもできて、とっても可愛らしい自転車なので。
ああ、あれな。メイド服にセットでついてきたやつな。
A maid uniform and a bike set? What?
はい、なんでもパラシュート降下時に胸の前に爆体で固定して使用するそうで、敵地での偵察任務において抜群の機動力を発揮することができるとの触れ込みです。
Right, okay. Okay. Is this designer a little off in the head or something? Just what kind of hellish environments are these maids supposed to be working in?
風見さんは前時代的です。メイドが給仕だけしていればいい時代はとっくに終わったんですよ。
As far as I knew, we hadn't yet reached the age in which maids are expected to suppress insurgents or perform solo recon missions behind enemy lines. Did something happen to Japan while I was away? Well, whatever, I don't care. In any case, Makina, let's get you started on some aerobic exercise with the bike, shall we?
自転車
Oh,
乗ったことない。
it's just one hurdle after another with you, isn't it? What?
だから私自転車に乗ったことないのよさ。
Oh, that's true. I forget she came from an extremely rich family.
車があったから乗る必要とかなかったし、誰も乗り方教えてくれなかったしな。
I see how it is. It's extremely easy to forget where you're looking at this stumpy little dough face, but come to think of it, Makina is technically a little miss. Not really that surprising that she hasn't biking around all over the place. Well, guess I'll have to start teaching you to ride then. As I massage the corners of my eyes, Makina thrusts her right hand into the what? Yeah, there's not exactly any other choice.
自転車に乗れるようになったら、次はパラシュート効果ですね。
Somehow I don't think she'll be reading... God, I cannot read today. Somehow I don't think she'll be needing that particular skill. I have become Makina's father, but that doesn't mean much if anything has ever actually changed. The one notable difference, however, is that she's now calling me Papa. That's it. That's all it is. That's all the difference. That's it. Nothing's changed. A little embarrassing on the receiving end, I guess, but that's nothing new. Oni-chan felt just as ticklish. That same afternoon, JB gave me a call on my cell phone. It was a very brief conversation. Just told me she'd deliver all the material she could on Ursura Makina to the Academy administration. In other words, if you want to know that badly, go ask Chizuru. Accordingly, I'm currently making my way up to the principal's office. The sparkling floor of the hallway seems to have been thoroughly waxed recently, as every step I take produces a loud squeak. A modern take on the Nightingale floor, perhaps? What a reprehensible woman. I read a book called it was in a series called Tales of the Otori, and the first book in the series was called The Nightingale Floor, and basically there was this floor and it had very specific squeaks, and so they could find people who were intruding by the noises the floor would make. So to be very skilled, you had to be able to basically read the floor, and a skilled assassin who was knowledgeable in it could go through the floor undetected because they'd make no noise. It was actually kind of a cool book and a cool series. I recommend it. Chizuru, you in here?
ちょっと愛人のアパートじゃないんだから自分の部屋みたいに堂々と入ってこないでくれる？ノックをしなさいと何度言えば。
Are you done? What difference does it make? Hurry up and take a shower. I'll be waiting.
あのね。
Just a joke, alright? You already know why I'm here, right?
そうやって大人の女をおもちゃにしているといつかバチが当たるわよ。
Am I? Well, feel free to elaborate on this theory next time I take you out to dinner. Next time? We haven't done a first time yet.
食事に誘う気なんてないくせに。
You don't know. It was an indirect way of saying I don't want to hear it. Too subtle for you?
本当に嫌な子ね。
We are a jerk, aren't we? Can't be helped, I guess. JB got in touch, didn't she? I know she did. She called me. Let me see the documents about Makina. Post haste.
嫌です。
I'm sorry. I didn't give you a choice. That won't do. That won't do at all. How can I get you to show them to me? What do I have to do to get those documents?
あなたの私に対するこれまでの雑な扱いを謝罪して今後はちゃんと先生の言うことを聞きますって言うなら見せてあげます。
Done. That's an abuse of authority, Chizuru, even for you.
そうですとも職権でも何でも乱用しますよ。私だっていい加減頭にきてるんですからね。
I see. Well, the ends justify the means, don't they? In that case, I guess I'll have to use every card I've got as well. That alright with you?
何をする気？
Hopefully nothing I'm going to regret doing. My master once beat a certain technique into me. A method guaranteed to make even the most stubborn woman spill her guts. It's a lengthy process, and frankly something of a pain to execute. But it seems I have no choice. You have forced my hand.
ちょっと待って。はい質問です。
Go ahead.
それはエロスと何か関係が？
No, what? Tricky question. Interpretations tend to vary wildly, depending on personal proclivities. Come to think of it, back in the old days, I once made JB apologize to me in tears using the method in question. She's never mentioned it.
確かあの子が甘い声を出しながら無茶なお願いをしてきたら走って逃げろとだけ言われた覚えが。
Might be a little odd to say this myself, but that would probably be wise. If you're going to run, kick off those shoes first. With heels like those, I'll catch you so quickly it won't even be any fun.
痛いことしないわよね。
Come on. Do I look like a cruel man to you? If anything, in a few hours, you'll have a pleasant new perspective on the whole concept of pain. Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
背筋を這い上がるような不安しか感じられないのはなぜかしら。
On that note, Chizuru, I've got some good news for you. For a limited time only, we happen to be offering a special sale. Fork over Makina's dossier, and all your worries will disappear. Pretty nice deal, right?
わかったわよ。見せればいいんでしょ。見せれば。今用意するから少し待ってなさい。
You have my sincere gratitude for your time.
資料といっても大したものはないわよ。イリスさんの家は暗い部分が多くて、私だってハルデラさんに依頼してやっと手に入った情報なんだから。
As she speaks, Chizuru presses her thumb against a fingerprint scanner and unlocks a small safe installed in her cabinet.
政界の暗部に深く根付いてる家だけに、ハルデラさんのところでも限られた情報しか得られなかったみたいね。はい、これで全部。
Can I take
持ち出
photographs
しは
of it?
禁止だから、今ここで読んでいって。
The A4-sized envelope she hands me has the words "Removal strictly forbidden" scratched across the front in red pen. I'm not looking for intelligence on the Ishiru, you know. I'm only interested in the information on the individual Ishiru Makina, not the family in question.
イリス・マキナを知るということは、イリス家を知るということよ。何せ8年前のイリス家のお家騒動の中核にいたのが彼女なのだから。
Domestic feud?
私も詳しくは知らないし、その資料にも概要程度しか記されてはいないけれど、当時の当主とイリスさんのお父様の間で意見の対立があったそうよ。
Well, I suppose that's worth reading.
あなた、本気なの？
What do you mean?
イリスさんの父親になるなんて、随分と気楽に引き受けたみたいだけれど、あなたが思っているほど単純じゃないわよ。
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand that. I've got a vague feeling it's going to be a more troublesome job than I expected. Even so, if Makina needs me, I want to do what I can for her.
後悔するかもしれないわよ。
Oh? I'm aware. But when and where it seems necessary, I take action first and sort out the pros and cons later. That's how dogs live like us are trained. If you find someone who needs help in a place you're obligated to protect, just do what needs to be done. Simple as that.
無駄に力強いのはアメリカ仕込み？
How rude. I don't remember declaring I'm justice incarnate.
あんまりサムおじさんを怒らせない方がいいわよ。親会社なんでしょ。
I hear the corporations where employees don't badmouth the higher-ups tend to go bankrupt in no time. Yeah, I mean, just look what happened to Enron. I picked up my sharp tongue from the Americas.
まあいいわ。コーヒー入れてきてあげるから、ゆっくり読みなさい。
Appreciate it. Just as the jury warned me, the documents inside the envelope can't be called detailed by any stretch of the imagination. Just what secrets are we going to learn about? Of Machiru's not Machiru's, of Makina's family. Oh my gosh, this whole recording has been a wash, but you know what? We're gonna find out next time on the Fruit of Grisaia. Take it easy, everybody.